How's it going, guys, and welcome back to the Crypto Unveiled YouTube channel. In today's video we're going to be talking about the one and only Solana, or Sol for short. Today we're going to be looking at why is the price of Solana currently going down so much, and is there a future with Solana? Let's first take a look at the market cap, at the volume, and then also have a look at the charts on how Solana has been performing recently. You see the current price of Solana is sitting at just over $151 per Solana, and you see the market cap at sitting at an absolutely colossal 75.13 or 16 billion. Yes, billion, guys. The market cap for Solana over the last few years has gone absolutely crazy. It has got to an absolute colossal number. Now you can see if we go onto the coin market cap rankings, Solana is way up there on the rankings, currently ranked at number 6 on the rankings, which is quite weird for me to be discussing this coin on the channel, because normally I like to discuss much smaller coins, but you know, the reason why I've decided to discuss Solana is because Solana is a coin which I've liked to talk about quite a bit, I believe, over the last few years, or I've been very interested in Solana just from the fact that there's been so much news about Solana over the last few years, and Solana has experienced so much growth over the last few years. It really has been crazy, and it's one of those coins which I really am just interested in about it. Sorry, when you know the whole NFT crazes thing was going on about. It was first Ethereum, then Solana came onto the into the picture, and the Solana NFTs just went absolutely crazy. So it's definitely a coin that I've always been very interested in and invested in. But yeah, today I just wanted to discuss it and cover it, and just, you know, I'll try and answer the question, is it over for Solana, and what is sort of my personal prediction on what's going to happen in the future for Solana. So your 24-hour volume is actually up a colossal amount, over 250% up over the last 24 hours, which does go to show that there is some definite big, you know, traders that are trading Solana at the moment. As you can probably see, the chart is up and down, up and down. I'm sure there's a lot of traders right now trading Solana, which is why the volume is up so much. Almost $5.4 billion in 24-hour volume. You see a volume to market cap ratio, of course, because it's so it's been traded so heavily today, is a lot higher than it typically would be, 7.22%. But I don't think this is actually a true sort of understanding of what it would normally be. It would probably be normally around 2 to 3%, which isn't too bad for a market cap of $75 billion for Solana. You can see the total supply of Solana is currently the total supply is, I shouldn't say sat, it is just over 594 million Solana, with the current circulating supply sitting at just over 495 million Solana. So quite a good amount of circulating supply already on the market, which is always good to see. You're not going to experience too much coin dilution if you are actually invested into Solana already, which of course is always good to see when investing into coins. You can see over the last day, this is one of the main reasons we're going to now. One of the main reasons why Solana has been in the news so much over the last couple of days, or over the last month, I should say, is because of the price. You know, this is not going to be a good thing for Solana. This is actually a negative thing, depending on how you look at it. You see over the last day, down 9.5%. Over the last 7 days, down 15%. And if you go over to the last month, this will show quite a negative picture about Solana, down around 42% on the month, which is, you know, that is quite a big loss. I mean, when I say quite, that is a very big loss, especially for a coin with such a big market cap like Solana. This is a hell of a lot of money to be lost in market cap over the last 30 days. However, if we do switch to the yearly chart, this does actually paint a bit of a, you know, obviously it paints a bigger picture. If you take a look at the bigger picture, it paints a lot better picture on, you know, how the current price of Solana is currently looking compared to how it was in the past. I mean, yeah, if we look over the last year, you can see, although it's experienced, you know, down 40% over the last month, you can see over the last year, if you were to invest, you know, back a year ago, you'd actually still be up around 46%, which is, of course, still incredibly good. And of course, if we switch to the yield time chart, you can see once again, Solana is still up a tremendous amount compared to, you know, when it was first released back in 2020. You can see up over 18,000%. So, you know, if we look at the complete bigger picture, then you'd see that, you know, people who invested back in 2023, so was this sort of midway through 2023, would still be up a hell of a lot of money. I mean, what's that, around 7 to 8x or 7 to 800%? And if we look at the current spike over the last month, you'd see that it doesn't actually look too bad now. Of course, it's still a hell of a lot of money dropped over a month, over quite a short period of time, which is, of course, always scary for a lot of people. When a lot of people see this dropping, they, of course, dip out. But, I mean, if you look at the chart here, you can see it actually went up very, very sharply, very, very quickly. I don't know if it did actually break the all-time high, $257 there. 258, so very, very close to breaking the all-time high, basically the same as the all-time high in the past, which is, again, very cool to see, especially how we are still, I would say we're still in a bear market. You can see it then went down to around $180, $190, and then did spike back up to basically the all-time high once again, and then since then it did continue to fall over the last, I would say, what's this, over the last sort of week or so, over the last sort of 2 weeks. 2-3 weeks, you can see it has been on quite a big decline, going from around $255 down to $151 that we are. So the price has taken around $100 knock, which of course is a lot of money. But I'm going to tell you right now why, the biggest reason why I believe Solana has actually taken this huge hit that we have seen over the last month, and that is going to be because, well, this is my personal opinion, is because Solana is actually set to unlock 11.2 million SOL tokens worth 1.7 billion on March 1st, which is in around a week from now. I believe this is one of the biggest reasons why so many people are, are basically just are being very scared. They are, selling their position. And I truly believe that this is nothing to worry about. I mean, if we look at the total amount of tokens there are 594 million, and the amount that are in the circulating supply already is 495 million. So the fact that they're going to be unlocking 11.2 million SOL tokens is really going to be nothing, guys. I mean, they're worth 1.7 billion. The market cap right now of Solana is sitting over 75 billion. So, I don't believe that this is going to affect the market much at all, if any, to be honest with you. Yes, a lot of people will be seeing 11.2 million tokens, and people will be, a lot of people will be scared and freaking out and think, oh, 11.2 million tokens releasing, this is going to dilute my current coins. But then if you take a look at the circulating supply already on the market, almost 500 million, you start to realize, oh wait, that is like basically nothing, and that is not going to affect it. But one of the main reasons why, or one of the big reasons why I believe Solana is dipping so much is not from the fact of people are going to be scared about the amount of coins released or the amount of money released onto the market. I believe it's just the fact that this is negative news. Negative news or positive news before the actual event always goes very crazy. So say if it's positive news, like say if something's going to happen on March 1st, for example, and it's positive news, people always buy the coin in hopes that it goes up, and then as the news releases, they sell. This is the exact same that happens with the negative news. People sell off, and the market drops, and then when after the news event or the big event does happen, then the people start to buy back the coin at a discount from what they just sold it at. And this happens all the time in especially cryptocurrency. I believe this is it's especially big thing in cryptocurrency. People follow other people. A lot of people don't even care about the news. Like I said, it could be really, really small news, which I believe this is, this really doesn't affect Solana much at all. 11.2 million tokens is not that much at all. But people are getting worried about, what are other people going to do? That's what it boils down to most of the time, is people are worried about what other people are going to do with the coin. And some people out there are even excited when stuff happens like this, because they are able to sell at a high point, wait for the price to drop, and then they're actually able to pick up Solana at a discount, which is why at the start of the video I said, a lot of people will be seeing the negative market and be freaking out and saying it's a bad thing. However, a lot of people will be looking at this as a great buying opportunity to sell off their coins at a higher point, wait for the coin to drop down until the news, so maybe until March 1st, and then buy back once that news is actually over and people start to realize, oh wait, the tokens are released onto market, it's nowhere near as bad as we thought. I mean, this basically hasn't affected Solana. I believe that's what's going to happen, and then they're going to start buying Solana back up again. And I truly do believe that we're going to see Solana go back up towards the all-time high and hopefully actually break it once again. So yeah, if we look at the bigger picture, like I said, the all-time chart is still up over 18,000%. I don't believe this is anything to worry about at all. I mean, we can see it, Solana, it had a massive run up here, went down, was stable for a while, very stagnant. Then it has had quite a big you know, positive upsurge here. And then if we look at this little you know, little downtrend here, you can see it's not even down half of what it was at, you know, around the middle of 2023, around $20 to $25. It's still at $150. So I truly don't believe that we have anything to worry about. And like I said, I truly do believe this is just a fact of people buying the news or selling the news. It happens all the time. We see it all the time, and especially with cryptocurrency. And I really don't believe that we have anything to worry about Solana. I believe it's going to bounce back right again. And you know, I truly do believe that the future of Solana is still going to be very, very strong. I mean, if we look at, you know, what Solana is all about, you can see it's powerful for developers, fast for everyone. These sort of main features of Solana, which of course is one of the biggest things which actually first got Solana's name out there, was the NFT market. We're scrolling a little bit more here. I don't know where it was. It explained basically about the, here we go, 340 million NFTs minted on the Solana network. That was one of the big pushes that actually got the Solana name out there. But of course, Solana is incredibly good at you know, being used for payments. You can see if we scroll down here, you can see that Solana Pay is actually a thing now, and it's actually being used on Shopify already because of how fast it is, scalable, energy efficient, and of course the biggest thing is how low the actual fees are. And yeah, I truly do believe that Solana has still an incredibly strong future ahead of it. Even being ranked 6, I believe that Solana could, you know, bump up maybe closer towards XRP sort of level in the future. And yeah, I mean, I am still very, very bullish on Solana, and I believe right now the future short term might be looking quite bleak for Solana because of the huge, you know, the huge dump, I guess you could say, over the last month, you know, down 40%. But I truly do believe that it's just going to bounce back up from this once again, no problem at all. So apart from that, guys, thank you very much for watching the video. Let me know what you think about Solana in the comment section down below. Are you going to invest into Solana? Buy maybe Solana right now at a discount, or are you going to hold off? Just let me know in the comment section down below. If you did enjoy the video, make sure you do hit that like button, and also maybe consider subscribing if you are new around here as well. Apart from that, I'll see you guys in the very next video. Peace.